simplifiers. My voice is echoing because I'm in the room that we've just finished. Spencer just finished this room. This is the room, it was burgundy. It was our junk room, or I was calling it my food storage room, and we had other things in here. We had an extra refrigerator in here. Spencer had his, what's it called? Oh, his reloading table, because he's into guns and ammo and stuff like that. So he had that. It was taking up this whole corner over here. I wish we didn't have it anymore, but we still have it. So far we haven't moved anything back in here. We thought we might have to move my dad in. My dad's better. The idea of moving my dad in here is just such a nightmare to me. Love him, but I want him to be able to stay at his home and get some sitters. And he's kind of against the whole sitter thing, so it's a long story. But anyway, I'm gonna pull this down because I want you to see the floors, because that's what precipitated all this, was we need new floors. So there's Jasper, he's a big talker. They all like to come in here and scream. They love to hear themselves echo in this room. So we changed the color. Spencer put in nice new baseboards for us. We got new blinds. There's 2 windows. Yeah, and this color is looking sage. This color is a light. It's not this light either. This color is a light green, but it's not that light. And my Roomba's working. That's what that banging noise is. Probably should have stopped that. I thought it would stop in a minute. Anyway, what we're gonna do today is we also got a new light fixture. The light fixture's not exciting. Lowe's didn't have a lot of light fixtures, so I just picked, I was like, that works, whatever. I really didn't care as long as there was light in here. So I don't even have it on. It's so bright with these blinds in here. So anyway, he painted all the doors and the door frames and all that. He painted the window frames, put in all these nice baseboards for me. And this all took forever because we are not on a slab. And so he had to, okay, so there was no crawl space in here. So if you're not on a slab, you should have a crawl space. There was not one. And so he spent weeks and weeks and weeks, months actually, digging the dirt out from under here. And also the door you can see right there goes into another room with no crawl space. He got under there and dug some out. This right here, where you see this wall, this is our walk-in closet that he had built this for me years ago. So that's our walk-in closet. We've just now started moving our stuff back in here. I'll do a video with that too. But today we're gonna do this food closet, which is right here. But anyway, he spent weeks digging some of that out. He had to dig out under this closet. And then he had to put moisture barrier down, which is thick plastic, because we never had that. And that helps because we've always had a lot of mold in this house. Not black mold, just mold and mildew kind of stuff, whatever. But we've always had a problem with that. So I'm hoping that helps in our closet, because even if you didn't use and wash the clothes constantly, so like he keeps a lot of his stuff in there and he doesn't wear it, which I've tried to get him to declutter. I have decluttered for him. I've just put stuff in a bag and I'm like, do you want to look at it? No. So I've done that with him before, and that I got rid of a lot. That worked. But you know, if you're not constantly washing, wearing, this stuff is getting moldy, and it's this yellow color and it won't come, I can't get it out. It's just covering everything. So there's been things that have ruined because it has molded. So I'm hoping that fixes that closet. All right, so let's get into this. I'm gonna turn you around here. Hopefully, let's see. Hopefully turn you around and not. Okay, so the inside of this, he has not painted. So you can see that's not white, that's kind of an off-white. So he didn't bother with that, which is fine. I mean, that door's like never open. But here we go. So I've got a ladder here. I've got some stuff I need to clean off the top. I just see so many things in here that I keep that I don't use. We don't usually entertain here, which this house would be great for entertaining, but that's something that stresses me out and I don't enjoy it. So we really don't entertain. So that's just me. We got a nice big house with room to entertain and we never did it. So I'm seeing spoons and forks. I can't imagine when, you know, I guess if we didn't have water for some reason we might use this, but I actually hate using this kind of stuff. I would probably just go down to we live close to a river, I'd probably go down the river and wash it out down there. I just can't imagine using this. So I'm gonna get rid of the forks. I guess I could keep some of these. I don't know, they're not taking up that much space, but let's put them in the pile. Let's get rid of those forks. I surely don't need that many. This hairspray is not hold at all. Something I've been complaining about for months, but some of those hold better than others, so I'll keep them and try them and see how it goes. So the Skin So Soft is really good for mosquitoes. I had some mosquito wipes and I had them sitting out so I could take them outside at night. I like to sit out there because it doesn't really cool off here till about, and when I say cool off, that's relative, it's not that cool. Maybe I'll try this. I don't actually like the smell of this, but maybe I'll try it. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to I do like the smell of that. I'm not going to part. I was going to say I was going to part with it, but I like the smell of that. Let's see here. Hold on. I know there seems like compartment here. Well, there's not much liquid soap in there. I could definitely part with that. Let's see. Wrong top. That's liquid soap for a long time ago. My husband said, do you even use Fabuloso? Because I had this Fabuloso up here. And I was like, well, not really. I thought I'd gotten rid of it all. So there's a couple up here. There's also a lemon pine sol up here. I will use the pine sol. Let me see if I can fix it where I can actually see that I have it. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid. Is this on? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these two. And I can smell this one. It's so strong. This is why I don't like this stuff. I can smell it. I'm gonna put these two in this other room in case they're leaking or something. Because this floor is brand new. I don't want that leaking on my brand new floor. This is oak, by the way, if you don't know your flooring. This used to be pine. Pine is not hardwood, but oak is. So pine can get dented pretty easily. We don't like it. It's very pretty. Pine is beautiful, but it's not hardy like oak is. So the original floors were all oak. And these two rooms that were pine were added on. So somebody added on and put pine, but it's not the same quality. Not the same quality. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just not the same quality. Okay, especially if you're, like us, you have pets and all the things. Okay, I accidentally bought Spencer a bunch of toothpaste because I didn't think he had any because I wasn't able to get in his closet. So I keep his shaving cream, whoops, and he likes his scope. What is it? Crest with scope, he likes that. So I have a bunch of those in here. So that just stays in here like this. And then he can't see it anyway, so he still goes and buys stuff. I've also gotten some extra deodorant, which he doesn't even notice down in here. I've got extra poofs. He likes to use a poof with his body wash. I've got that. Oh, this I can get rid of. These don't fit very well, so I can get rid of that. It's a headband from Dollar Tree. Get rid of that. What are you yelling about in there? These cats are weird. Okay. So this, I have for years I used Pantene, and then I got to where I was allergic, so I couldn't use it. So I have had all this Pantene just sitting here. Spencer barely has any here, but he's been using that up for probably 15 years. Yes, we've just kept it. It smells fine. It's not weird or anything. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this stuff over here where I can kind of see it. So it'll get used up. There's not as much stuff up here as I thought there was, which is good. Okay. Okay. All right, this leave-in conditioner, I've had this forever. I'm not going to use that. I used a lot of that, but I'm not going to use the rest of it. So that may declutter. This I'm going to put my chips in. So let me move this really quick. So I don't think I need this ladder anymore. I buy chips ahead, so. Okay, first of all, I have these bags, and this has got grease all over it, so I'm just going to throw that in there. I'll throw that in recycling actually, because I think that'd be good cardboard recycling. I think it could. Let's see. What's that? This shirt has been sitting here for how many years? Okay, so anyway, right inside this door, Spencer knows to look for the chips. This is not fitting. What is the problem? I think you put that box right there. Huh. How about that for a gift? Okay. Apparently years ago, I guess it got lost. Sometimes when I buy gifts, doesn't go well. All right, I'm gonna put these Doritos, I'm gonna put some Doritos right here. No, that's noisy. Put one more Dorito right here. Okay. My stuff is not fitting back here. All right. And then I've got my pretzels that I like from Aldi. Where am I gonna put my pretzels? I'll put them right here with the razors. That makes sense. Yeah, I can actually give these razors away because he's not using them. Let's see, I might give these away because he's not. I couponed for these and this is not what he's using. Let's see, extreme. I might use those. Yeah, I got these for myself and I don't like them. So I'm just going to give these away. So let's just put this in the giveaway. I think he likes Schick. I think he likes Schick. So I'll give those to him. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I've got a bin with junk food in it. So this, I know this is going to surprise you. If you know me at all, you know that I drink cocoa every day. So I end up using a lot of cocoa. If you don't know, there's been a shortage going on for months, and I do mean months. Very hard to find exactly what you wanted. There were times it was easier for me to find the organic than anything else. So when I found the organic, I bought it. So I've got tons of it. So I'm gonna put it right here, because this is kind of like my little junk food bin. Not that organic cocoa is junk food. I think I have 3 more. I have 6 of these, and then they're not gonna fit in here, but I have more. All right, come on, one more. Okay, what if I open the cabinet and think I don't have any? I'm taking these to my dad, the Snuggle. Taking that to my dad's house. Let's see. This is something that has sat here forever, the handy vac. I never really use this. So I'm gonna put these over at the food pantry. Somebody else can use it. This goes with my tea maker. I don't use that. Okay, this is a clock that my mom gave me. I never liked it. I mean, it's okay, but something that plays this song constantly, like every hour, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. So I think a lot of you know my mom passed away. So I'm not being, not being ugly or anything, but I haven't used this in years. So I'm just going to give this away. I was just going to see if there's batteries in here because knowing me, yep, it may still work. Let's see. See if I can get the batteries out. Okay, I'll get the batteries out later, but I'm getting rid of this clock. Now I can't get the back on it. Okay, there it goes. So it looks like this. It's really cute. There's nothing wrong with that. I just haven't used it in years. So I'm going to put this over here and get the batteries out of there and then take it. So it just looks like this. So she has one and I have one, and probably Dawn has one. And Dawn, I don't know, Dawn may keep hers, but I just don't. I don't know. Okay, this is I don't think I want this candle. Okay, you're gonna get rid of this candle. It's about half still in there. So I'm just gonna put this over in the giveaway. I can give that away. Chickpea. I kept trying this. I really don't like the chickpea. It's okay with, I think if I made it macaroni and cheese, it was okay. If I made it with spaghetti, I didn't like it. And I think this is, God, who can read these dates? I don't know what that date says, but I mean, one thing you store it long term is pasta, so I think it's fine. All right, I've got my peanut butter right here. I do have a stash of that. Let's see. All right. Okay, that's Spencer's trash. Just put that there. I quit using Miracle-Gro. I had this this forever and I just do not use it, and I don't know why I keep it, because I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna take that, it's probably, I mean, I've had it forever, it's probably kind of expired, but somebody might wanna try it out. I probably would, if I was gonna use it, I probably wouldn't use it without throwing it out and starting over. It's very expensive, you know, or I'm sure, I mean, it used to be expensive, I'm sure it's worse now. So I have lots of it. I just got to where if my plants die, I just to the point of not caring. I'm not a good gardener anymore. I used to be, now I just don't care anymore. It's just the way it is. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of all this. Okay. I wonder if I can use Rug Doctor in my, because I bought a cleaner, a smaller handheld kind of cleaner. I wonder if I could just use Rug Doctor in that instead of buying their cleaner. I'm gonna put this over here too, because I don't, if something starts spilling, I'll take the finish off. Okay. All right, so I've got this whole empty thing right here. I have Sunshine's bone broth. I think I figured out that the one from Aldi is not working. She got really sick, and I blamed it on getting a new cat, but I really think it was that bone broth from Aldi. So now I'm using Simple Truth from Kroger. It's working. That's for the platelet thing. She has chronic anemia, basically. So this keeps her somewhat well, mostly well. I mean, she's not her blood work would never be normal, but it'd be close enough. So this is specific. This one works. This one costs more. This one works too. So this is from Walmart. I got this one at Walmart. They have it different places. So I've got the Pacific and I've got that. I've got some crackers. So Spencer knows to look in here for crackers. I've had these, been storing all this stuff in my kitchen for months and months and months. So I don't have to do that anymore. I've got some salt. I got this at Dollar Tree when they still had the pink Himalayan salt. I think they have a different brand, but this is a good brand. But I don't think this really goes bad, so I'm just keeping it. I have a big thing of liquid soap, and put it in front of the Pantry because I'm gonna need that sooner. I've had all kinds of problems with storing up water and it leaking. These, for whatever reason, are not leaking out. I will sometimes open the closet and these bottles I can hear water spewing out. So I've gotten rid of most of my bottles of water that are like this. But I looked in here today, none of these are spewing water, so I'm gonna keep these. I guess they're just making the bottles really cheap now, I don't know. Okay, I've got way too many bowls and cups. There's more back here, I think, than I realized. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't know I had this. I'm gonna put these cups. Oh no, I had an accident with my cups. Back in this corner, I don't think you can really see, but I've got a bunch of cups in there. So I've got a whole bunch of these plates. I'm gonna keep a few, but I'm not gonna keep a million. Oh, this thing is, this thing is being weighed down. Let's move the water. I'm not sure why this shelf is bowed. I'm not sure if that's just too much weight on it or it's fine. Okay, this is trash. I don't know what to do with these plates. I don't think I'm going to use them. And see, I've got more. I'll keep a few. And I've got all these bowls too. I'll keep those back in the corner. That's fine. It's fine. Okay. So, the planters have all gone up in price at Dollar Tree. These are my favorite planters. So one for Spencer, one for me. Look at this. Covered up the whatever it was. I think these were still $1.25. Maybe these were $1.50 last year. I can't remember because planters went up. So I'm not even sure what this price tag said. but it was covered up. But I still got it for, I don't know. I think I paid $1.50 for these, but anyway, I didn't care. You're not going to be able to get any cheaper than that, I don't think, as far as I know. Unless Dollar General has something comparable. I need it to be exactly like this because we both do our mileage for our businesses, and I need plenty of space. This way I can write in mileage plus doctor's appointment plus going to the gym plus errands plus whatever. So it gives me plenty of space to write in what I'm doing. Okay. I bought this years ago, never used it. I'm gonna give that away. Some jewelry. I used to sell paparazzi. I'm gonna give that away. I think that was a gift, and somehow it ended up not going to anybody. Here's some trash. And this is just one of those lasagna pants. I don't even know that I don't like these because they're not sturdy. But I did use them some if I was traveling, but not recently. Okay, alcohol is up here. Okay, this alcohol is only 50%. Yeah, I usually use the higher percentage, so probably just get rid of that. I think I am gonna get rid of this because I've got a whole big bottle. So this expired in 2015. Honestly, I don't think it matters because I think it would still burn like the dickens. You know what I mean? I still have this thing somewhere. Don't know what's in here, but I have it somewhere. Okay. Okay, I've still got my tea maker. Even though we never have people over. I should make Spencer some tea, that would be nice. Spencer put this in, it's just so messed up. This was the old threshold, and I can't imagine he wants it, so I'm gonna put it in this trash can. And hopefully I'll remember to ask him. Now my hands are just filthy. So here's the tea maker I'm talking about. I have this. I see more bottles of water in here. Make sure that they're not spewing out. No, they're both full. Okay, I have 1,000,001 of these. I would like to find some other place to put these because I used to sell jewelry, so that's why I have so many. I don't want to get rid of them because occasionally I do still need a mailer. No reason to go buy mailers if I don't need them. So I think this was the side that was falling down. It must not be anchored properly. There's something missing or something. Maybe let me see if I can stick these. I'll also be able to see these really well when I open the door because sometimes I can't find them looking for. Yeah, that fits. Just stick that there. And then I keep a couple of, I usually don't need these and I probably will never need them since Mom's gone and I'm hopefully not going to have to be doing huge amounts of food. I mean, obviously I still have Dad, but you know, it's just different. I take Dad food all the time, so it's not like I'm not taking food. Okay, and then I have, I don't like to get rid of Revereware, so I have this. I have one of these already, so I don't use this one. But again, I don't want to get rid of that because I love Revereware. And I use this little one every day. But somehow I have two, so the extra one stays in here. But I tell you what I really don't use, because it's only two of us, I just don't use this, but it's Revereware. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that, because it's taking up a lot of space. I've had it in here for years just to see, well, someday I might X, Y, and Z, but I have my sister got me a smaller one that's a normal size. That room is just going and going, but my sister got me a smaller one that would make more sense for two people. And I also have an electric skillet that I really like, and it's about that size. But I use it all the time. That's the skillet I use. I don't really like skillets on the stove. I like those. I like the electric skillet. Okay. Pee-pee pads these are puppy pee-pee pads, but I use them for the cats. If I put them in the carrier, sometimes I'll put a pee-pee pad down in case they do something terrible. All right, these are, I need to use these. These are the filters for the cat fountains. I need to use these right now. I need to switch out. This is one of these things, I might have got it for the wedding, and I used to use it. I don't use it now, but I keep it on the off chance that I have people over and need a picture. It's like the only one I have, besides the one that comes with this teapot thing, this thing. Besides that, I don't have, this is the only picture I have. So I am going to go ahead and keep that. Okay. This thing I do use occasionally, since we're not around especially. This is a can opener, a jar opener for really, for good sized jars. And I'm very weak, so I do use this. So I'm going to keep this. I don't use it once, but that is something I do use a few times a year. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there. Here's a toy I bought for birthday. I ended up never using. Here's something I never ended up using. I bought for a gift. I'm going to give both of these away. This is just some black socks. And then this is a little, what is it? Paw Patrol. Just going to give it away. I'm tired of this stuff sitting here. I really, at this point, it's ridiculous. So I've got these. Should I put all the water? Maybe I'm going to put all the water right here where I can look at it. See if it's spewing everywhere. Let me put the calendars up here, because actually, But the calendars up high. I'm really beating those. Oh, but see, this bows down. What is with these shelves? That almost looks like it's too much weight. Oh! Rethinking. Let's put this back down here. I'm not keeping much of this water anymore because it's too much. Okay. All right. Now, what else do I need? Okay, so I had more. I was in the middle of my sentence. I have more of this. I also like the Special Dark. And then one day they had Nestle Toll House. For months, you couldn't get any. You could only get occasionally the cocoa. You could get the off-brand, which is fine. I use the off-brand. I happen to like the Special Dark, and I like this one too. So my preference is the organic or the Special Dark. So I'm going to put these next to my bin with my cooking stuff in it. Then I put all those other ones in because I don't have room for all these. Because I did go crazy. Now it's back on the shelf. So, but I am. When I see these, I'm still. If I go down that aisle and I see one of these, I'm like picking it up in case there's another. Like, seriously, how do you have a shortage of cocoa? But it happens. One of my friends alerted me to it, which was good, because I was not really thinking, I hadn't had trouble finding it, so I wasn't paying attention. Oh, and then the prices skyrocketed. That was the other thing. The price of the organic just about almost doubled. Okay, I have an extra one of these. I'm going to get out of my closet, out of my kitchen and put this in here. So let's see if it fits. Yeah, it fits right there. I actually figured out this was giving me diarrhea, like a lot of IBS symptoms. And so I was using my cocoa every day, and then I was like, somehow I figured, I think I saw a comment where somebody said, that gives me such bad diarrhea or IBS or something. And I was like, maybe that's why I'm having this terrible IBS. So, yeah, I think that was it. Okay, all right, this is getting pretty organized. So I'm going to get rid of these because this was a bag that I bought last summer. It expired in November 24, and I didn't realize I had it. It got stuck somewhere, so probably it was in this closet. I just wasn't paying attention. So there's plenty of space. Let me get this. Oh! Sorry about that. Could that have been a little noisier? Probably not. I knew I should have done that. Okay. Good news, it didn't tear my floor up. Okay, let's do this. These are things I'm getting. Oh, I said I was keeping it. Would I even remember I have 48 spoons and 48 forks? Okay. I'm getting rid of all this. If we don't have running water, I'll be sorry, right? I'll just go buy the 5-gallon thing and just, yeah. I can't imagine having to use plastic. I hate it. I don't use it when I'm eating out if I can help it. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, I was gonna show you, see if I can move this without tearing up anything. Yeah, so there's some empty space on top, and then this right here is pretty full. This is mostly full, and then these two and some of the floor are empty. Show the floor if I can. Yeah, you can see a little spot right here. So this floor is still pine. It's actually dirty. I need to pull all this junk out. And we have emergency food. Can you see these bins right there? That's long-term emergency food. It lasts like 25 years. So it's not tasty, but if you were starving, we spend a lot of money on it, but makes us feel good that we have it. It doesn't. I'm not sorry that we spent it. We spent it a long time ago. It's gone up now, so it's a lot more now. But yeah, not sorry we bought it. We feel pretty confident that we could survive if there was something terrible that happened. But I don't store this much regular food. This cocoa is extreme, and that's only because there was a shortage. Normally I wouldn't have like 8, 10, 12 things of cocoa because that's extreme. All right, 31 minutes. Some of you wanted a longer video. Here we go. My closet's looking good. I'm excited. There's a whole pile of stuff. Can I get this where you can see it? Whoop. No, there. There's a whole pile of stuff I'm getting rid of. Yay. It's going away. There's actually some more because this right here. Those plates, I'm getting rid of that too. So I'm gonna bag all this stuff. It's really hot out. I'm gonna bag all this stuff up and run it down to the food pantry. Now the way this house is built, I'll show you. This right here is a way into the attic, but you have to put a ladder, to put a full-size ladder right here so you can climb up there. So if you open that, there's a storage area before you get to the actual attic where you have to step in to get to the attic. So that is where a lot of times I put extra toilet paper just to get it off the floor, you know. Extra big packages of toilet paper and paper towels are up there. Let me see if I can. I'm not sure if I can reach with this one. Let me see. If I can reach that high, I'll open it up and show you. And I'll see. I need to move some paper towels, so I do kind of want to see. Oh, I can't reach that high. That's good. Yeah, so I moved everything out up here. Gosh, is that a tarantula? That looks like a spider. What is that? I think it's dirt. Okay. It's hot up there. So, there you go. So it's just a big open space, and then once you step up there, the attic is back there, and then it goes all the way around here. It's a full attic. So it's pretty big, but we store almost nothing up there. When I started decluttering, I told Spencer I want to get everything out of this attic, and so we have Christmas bins, and I still have too many Christmas bins, but I pared down a lot of Christmas. All right, next video, we'll work on my closet. Hopefully that'll be the next one. Love you guys. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you next time. Bye.